Hello, good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to this live Employer Masterclass session from the Change in Education Group. It's the first one of the week. Really glad to have you guys on board. Thank you very much to all of our schools on board with this week of virtual work experience. This live Employer Masterclass is an opportunity for you to learn about the world of work, where we speak to experts about their particular career journey and how they can help you in your own career journey as you start to plan for what's to come. So exciting days ahead for you. Warm welcome to all of you again. My name is Amos Madry, your host and careers advisor here at the Change in Education Group. Joining me today is Karl, who's Universal Banker at HSBC, and that sounds exciting. A large part of Karl's role is to educate customers in a way he can, from how to make the most of their banking products to assisting customers with internet banking, something that is so popular these days. Most banking is done on internet. Very rarely do people even walk into stores these days. Most things can be done on the app. So we'll be talking about some of these things that Karl does. HSBC Bank PLC is a British multinational banking and financial service organization. HSBC International Network comprises of around 7,500 offices in over 80 countries and territories in Europe, the Asia Pacific region, the Americas, the Middle East, and Africa. So, yeah, a big bank to say the least. Karl, a very warm welcome to you. We were talking just before we came on air how when you learn more about this bank, it seems to be like an Aladdin's cave. It just continues just to grow and grow and grow and grow. There's no end to it. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and then also the bank HSBC?
So about myself, I used to be a prison officer before joining the bank, so completely different background. A lot of people think you need all these degrees and qualifications to join. Like, banking it's a people job. It's what we want. We want to be able to communicate with everybody and just be confident. About HSBC, where do I begin? There's loads. It's like a massive rabbit hole. The more you look into it, the more there is out there. There's so many opportunities. We cover business banking as well as personal banking. We have so many large clients, and yeah, it's just amazing. There's so many opportunities. I don't really know where to begin.
Yeah, I mean, Karl, again, thank you so much for joining us. I love the fact that, you used to work in prisons and, it's a complete change in terms of role. But like you said, the fundamentals are practically the same in the sense that it's all about people. Talk to us a bit about that. How do you put the connection between working with people in prisons and people in banks?
It's just being able to communicate. So what we'll have in the bank is we have lots of banks. They're still, I see, slightly feared almost. They feel like they go into a bank, they only come here to get a loan, or they've been in trouble and they need to pay money back. But that's not the case. We're there to help people. We're there to not only help people get loans or start their financial journey, or get loans for businesses because they're starting off a new business. We're there to teach them to start off their financial life cycle. People will bank with us from the age of 11, and then they'll get an adult account with us. Then they'll get a mortgage with us. They'll get life insurance. Then they end up getting their pension with us. It's a whole life cycle, and it's just being able to make people feel comfortable, because we've got a comfortable environment in branch, but it's being able to approach people. And some people feel nervous and talking about their finances because it is a sensitive subject at times. But it's about creating that relaxed environment and just most importantly, making them know that you're there to help them.
Yeah, definitely. I think Simply Red said money's too tight to mention. But yeah, it's definitely, it's really important to help people to be financially savvy. In fact, one thing that we do on this program is we've got a feature on our virtual work experiences helping students to plan and for the future, and also to sort out their finances. You know, what comes in shouldn't be more than what goes out, is what we basically try and teach them. That's later on in the week for our students. But the budget plan is basically to help them to save, and also to learn how to invest, and also to think about, you know, how to use their money in a more prudent way, so that, you know, what comes in again is not more than what's going out. And I think it's more important now, more than ever, that, you know, young people start to learn at an early age the value of and the importance of banking. And I think it's really good that your bank is actually doing that. And I'm seeing more and more, there's a lot more banks that are trying to help their customers by showing them how to invest and how to save, and again, you know, just how to be more prudent in terms of their finances. What advice can you offer to our students who are thinking about opening that account, or that savings account, or that ISA?
The advice would be, come in, have a chat, see, like, sit down and see what we're like, because obviously you're going to want to bank with us, but we want to know you. We want to get to know you, so we can help you and be the best bank for you. So come in, have a chat, have a look at our products, and we'll come in with questions. Be ready, quiz us, test us. You know, we love it. So, and we'll answer those questions for you, and hopefully give you the reassurance that we're here for you and get you the confidence that you need.
Yeah, and I love the confidence there, because you know, you can see you're proud of your products and what you're selling, what putting out there for people. So it's good to see that. You know, when I think back again on, you know, your time as a prison officer, talk to us about that. You know, how did you get into that role in the first place?
The prison officer role.
Yeah.
Well, I went to sixth form, and I had the opportunity to go to college. University. I had the opportunity to go to America, to go to college there, or go to university in England. And I thought, you know what, I'll be honest, I'll probably just party more than actually study. And I thought that'll get my mum annoyed, my dad annoyed. So what can I do? And a few of my friends were in the prison service, just applied, done the training, and got in. So it's through friends that recommended it. And
tell us about that time doing that. You know, what life lessons did you learn? What experiences did you learn from that?
I learned so many life lessons through that in such a short period of time. The main one is not to judge a book by its cover. And the second one is, well, we all make mistakes. So to not judge people by their mistakes. People are still people, they're human beings. And also, listening to people, you'll find the link that I found being a prison officer and working in a bank is in both situations, you're getting people that are angry and frustrated due to whatever reasons. It's just listening to them, making them feel heard. And that's the most annoying thing, I think, for anybody. If you're in an argument or you're annoyed with something, if you don't feel you're being heard, you don't feel valued. So definitely giving that time, making sure you're listening to someone.
That's a fantastic philosophy. I mean, where was that? Was this knowledge gained from your time working in prisons, or what was this? Have you always been, you know, very philosophical like that?
I think the knowledge was gained in working in the prisons, and then I refined it when working in the bank. I understood the meaning of it working in a bank, but I gained the knowledge when working in the prisons.
And again, you know, the transferable skills were to do with, you know, working with people, being empathetic, and, you know, these are things that would normally think wouldn't apply to these particular sectors where you're working, and you can see it's still important there. And do you find that sometimes, you know, people might not think it, but these soft skills, if you want to call it that, are really helpful in terms of helping you with people and also for your own career progress?
Yeah, 100%. I've talked to my friends that have wanted to get into banking, family members, and the one main skill I said is communication, verbal communication. Written communication I believe you can get better over time and practice because it's just Word documents, emails, Excel. But verbal communication, it's about the eye contact, the body language, and having a general care. If I didn't care about my products at HSBC, and if I honestly didn't believe that they helped people, I'd be awful at my job. But because I believe that our products help people and they offer such value, it's so easy to get behind and be passionate about it, which helps the communication.
Yeah, again, I love your energy. You're very positive, and you're very conscious and self-aware, and that's helped you to understand who you are, what you have on offer, and how you can help people. And you're seeing beyond just the products, but you're seeing a way of helping people. And I think that's the best advice you can offer to anyone, is being able to see past just the product, but how can I help you, human to human? What can I do for you? And I think that's such an important skill for anyone to take into whatever career they want to go into. Now, you've obviously done very well for yourself to get to where you've got to. Tell us about your role and how, does hard work play a part in that, or is it working smart?
It's both. It's both. So my role, like you've mentioned earlier, is a universal banker, which sounds very fancy, but realistically, all it is I'm just servicing and helping customers with their accounts. I have the ability to open accounts and talk to customers and find out what's best for them. So it's about working hard to know your stuff, to get your knowledge up, and then working smart. So what I mean by working smart is it goes back to the communication topic, but a customer will come in 9 times out of 10 wanting something. And through communication, chatting, breaking down those professional barriers where you can build that relationship and make them feel comfortable and safe, that you find out, well, actually, this person also needs this, or this person doesn't need what she wanted to come in for. She needs something else. So that's where the hard work of knowing your stuff, knowing what's best for the customers and how they think and how they operate comes in, working smart.
Yeah, and I think it takes a real skill to see what it is that the person needs and wants as well. I mean, of course, it's listening to them as well, isn't it? Would you say listening plays a big part in what you do?
It's 100. Listening is more important than talking. I can talk all day, I have no issues about it. But if I'm not listening to the person in front of me, I'm not truly helping them. We've got to listen to make sure that we're doing the best thing for them. So yeah, listening is key.
And what's a typical day like for you? How does your day go?
So we work 9 till 5. We start off so at the moment I've stepped up into the branch manager's role as my manager's on maternity leave. So
congratulations. Who knows, it might become permanent.
Fingers crossed. Touch wood. But it's getting us set up for the staff, making sure if we've got appointments in, let's look at those appointments, let's look at the customers and have a think about before they come in, how we can help them already by just looking at their profile. Making sure that we're adaptable, we're flexible. If something goes wrong, can we adapt? How do we adapt to it? And just seeing customers throughout the day and making sure that the customer we're seeing, they're the most important customer at that time, not the person that's waiting, the person that we're seeing there. Because what we don't want the person who's being seen to feel is rushed.
Yeah, great customer service as well, again. And also the app seems to be playing a big role these days.
Yeah, the app's massive. Like when I was at school, and even when I left school, I had no knowledge about banking, no knowledge about finances or money. And now these apps are just incredible, like paying checks, and you can open accounts, download statements, order cards, cancel direct debits, create standing orders. If you really wanted to, and you're tech savvy, which most of the generation coming through are, You won't need to leave your room. You can do everything through the app. It's absolutely incredible.
It is, and for customers facing as well, it's equally as incredible. Easy to use. So, if for our audience watching this, lots of them will want to do what you're doing. What would a typical day for a student coming there for work experience do?
They would follow like they would have a mentor for them effectively, and they'd follow that person. And what would happen throughout the week is they'd see the operations of the branch, and they might go, oh, well, that looks quite cool. Let's have a look over there. And we'd swap mentors, and then they could look at the different part. What we'd love them to see is the benefit of coming into branch, because obviously we've mentioned the app's fantastic, which it is, but not a lot of people know how to use the app to the full extent to get the absolute most out of it. So it's about educating the customers when they come in to be like, thank you for coming in. Whilst you're here, let me show you how to do this. So next time, if you're in a rush, you don't have to worry about running in or like rushing about. You can do it at the safety of your own home. So yeah, it'd be following around, and we'd want them to ask questions. We'd find out what they wanted to gain from it. And the benefit of being in Milton Keynes is there's some great places to get some lunch around as well. And so, yeah, whatever they wanted, really, we'd just adapt to try and suit their needs.
Yeah, and it sounds again, you really are putting people first, and even your own colleagues and staff, and for a student on work experience, trying to show them around the different opportunities in the different areas of the bank. Again, it's great for them to learn. And who wouldn't want to be in Milton Keynes? There's so much there. I am biased because that huge Mercedes-Benz factory around the corner. And there's a few key highlights there in Milton Keynes, and easy to navigate your way around because of the roundabouts, of course.
It makes it a lot easier.
A great place indeed to be. So tell us what you enjoy the most. What is the one thing that you look forward to?
The one thing I look forward to most is helping customers. I look forward to starting my day and going, how am I going to help someone, and who are they going to be? That's what I love doing. There's nothing better than when a customer comes in, and like I said before, like money is an emotional subject. Some people don't like talking about it, but someone coming in upset, confused, not knowing what's going on, and helping them, solving their issue and giving them the confidence back so they can do their banking. So just helping people. That's what I love. That's what I love doing, and I look forward to it every day.
Yeah. And, you seem to get a lot more, you get a lot out of helping people. It's something that is innate within you. You like to give to people.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, to be successful in this role, you've got to have that will and that love to help. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help people start their banking life cycle. We're here for people to just have queries and help them with it. So you've got to be willing to help and love doing it.
Wow, incredible. So what advice would you give to a 16 to 18-year-old trying to set up a bank account, trying to save what they can, and just be in a good financial position?
Well, first of all, I want to go back to how we're delivering these educational sessions, because like I said, we never had it when I was younger. So for us to be delivering these sessions, I think it's fantastic. The advice I'd give is, for example, if you do a part-time job and you get £200 a month, don't be unrealistic with your savings. Don't feel like, oh, I'm going to save £150 and create that habit of dipping into your savings account, because that's a bad habit to have. What you want to do is be like, you know what, I'll save £50 and create the habit of, oh, I've still got money left over. Let me deposit that into my savings account. Because I've been guilty of it in the past. I've created the habit of, yeah, I'm going to save all this money, and then be like,
we all have.
yeah, and be like, oh, England are playing down the pub, so I might as well go down. But it's to create the good habit of adding money into the account, not taking it away. So just be realistic with your savings. Don't try and kid yourself.
Yeah, best advice, definitely. So, Karl, I can't believe we're coming towards the end already. Again, huge thank you for taking the time to speak to us. But before we let you go, what final words, you're very philosophical. You're very, conscious and self-aware. You're a people person. You're very kind, and you come across as someone who'd be great to work for. What advice would you offer for our students? What final advice of encouragement would you offer?
The final bit of advice I'd give is just be yourselves and embrace challenges, because you've got to put yourself out the comfort zone to then become comfortable being there. So put yourself out the comfort zone, challenge yourself, and then once you get comfortable there, challenge yourself again. Keep pushing yourself. Honestly, it's the best thing to do.
Incredible. Absolutely brilliant advice. Put yourself outside your comfort zone, Karl said. Challenge yourself and you'll be amazed with what you can achieve. And believe you me, that is incredible advice. Please take that on board, and we'd love to know your reflections and your feedback on this session. It's been an absolute joy just listening to Karl and hearing what he had to share with us. Some wise words were spoken here today. And I would say, please watch this at least 5 to 6 times more if you can, and just, take notes of what was said, because Karl's, shared a lot of knowledge and information here with us today. And Karl, I just want to say again, a huge thank you for taking the time to, again, sit down here with us this afternoon. So again, before I let you go, are you on LinkedIn? Can our students connect with you?
Yeah. So I'm on LinkedIn. I have just downloaded the other day because I had phone issues. So I'll email you, and they're more than welcome to get in touch. And if they want any advice or anything like that, just let me know.
Karl, thank you so much again. So guys, there you have it, your first live masterclass, and what a great way to start. We've had some incredible advice here today. If you haven't done already, please do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and of course, once you do subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever we upload a video. So from Karl, from myself, from all the team here at the Change in Education Group, thank you very much indeed. Take care. Bye-bye.